What's up, y'all? It's Jonathan. I wanted to give y'all an update on where I've been, what's been going on. I know I haven't posted in a while, and so I wanted to at least give you this while I finish editing the last video that I have for you guys. I actually haven't posted in 10 days, and so I definitely owe you guys an update, and I want to update you on where I'm at, not only in life, but the business. And so let me lead off with thank everybody here. We're almost at 200 subscribers. I've got a video that's almost at 2,000 views, and I've got other videos that are anywhere between 800 and 600 views. And so for me, for somebody who's never been on YouTube, sorry, I'm itching my nose, my allergies are terrible, but somebody who's never been on YouTube, I'm not the biggest. I don't claim to be a content creator in any way, shape, or form. There are people out there that are much better than me, and it's been fun learning from this experiment and creating better videos, I believe, as I've been going on, and just having a lot more fun with it. And so I really, truly appreciate y'all for that. So I want to update you. It is June 21st. I got home from the last OTR it was last Thursday, which was the 16th, June 16th. And so the film that you guys are gonna get on the video is from the week of, I wanna say it was between June 6th and June 10th. June 10th through the 13th, I was at a wedding, my brother's wedding in the DC area. And so obviously was not filming during that time, had a great time. It was nice to be around family. And then I got back on the road from DC on the 14th, headed back towards Texas. And so I was on the road from the 14th to the 16th. Maybe I went back on the road on the 13th. So 13th through the 16th. And was back here home in Texas. I didn't film anything that week. The week was it was up in the air and what was gonna go on. And so I kind of just wanted to take a little break. I didn't get to edit the video from the week before, so I didn't want to have just a whole lot of content and not have any videos. I don't want to get ahead of myself. And so I felt like that was a good time to take a break. So I took a break during that week, and now we're in the next week, and I still haven't given y'all a video from 2 weeks prior. So after this video, I'm gonna start working on that video. And as I said, today's Tuesday 21st. I plan to get the video out to y'all tomorrow, Wednesday the 22nd. That was a mouthful, but again, like part of this, there's so much already going on the road. There's so much that content creators, or let me say drivers who are creating content for you on the road aren't showing you, because there's a lot of business behind all this. Half the time I'm on the phone talking to a dispatcher. I've been on the phone with brokers and lawyers and many other people dealing with the broker from hell that I've mentioned. And I don't know if I'm gonna put much of that into a video, because it's still not resolved, and I don't want to give y'all information that isn't 100% correct. And so I've mentioned it before, but pretty much the load that I took to Nevada over a month ago has still not paid me out. And so been fighting with that broker, and obviously as a new authority, as a new owner, just one load can do so much damage to you as a business. And it has been really, really hard trying to navigate from behind. I mean, that's $5,000 that I still haven't seen. My dispatcher still hasn't been paid. You know, I've got bills, got insurance. It's tough. It really is. And there's really nothing that you can do as a driver, and it's unfortunate. So with that, I want to get into the next point of this video. Not only to update y'all on where I've been, but where I'm going. I have been an active authority now for coming up on 3 months, and it has been eventful, as you can watch on on my YouTube channel. And so none of this is scripted. So and I'm not going to cut this video up because I want it to be genuine, but obviously this has been a really tough experience, but very fun and just unique. I mean, I've traveled already from the East Coast to the West Coast, through the Midwest. I mean, we put miles in, and it has been extremely fun. I said I wasn't gonna edit, but I'm sneezing in this video. Y'all not getting that. Allergies are beating me up right now. But we've traveled so far. We've had everything from a 100-pound load to a 10,000-pound load. We've had everything from tarping to chains to straps. We've had all of those experiences, and it has just truly been fun. It has been exactly what I wanted it to be and more. And so for that, I'm grateful and appreciative. The reality is, I'm gonna touch this on two angles. Number one, I'm gonna touch this on the financial angle of being a new authority. If you're watching this, I'm a firm and avid supporter of people being their own boss and creating their own business. The reality is, right now in this economy, it is not lucrative for you. It is not lucrative for you to become your own authority right now. Period. I have not profited anything from driving these last couple months. I did not say I didn't get rich, because that wasn't the plan, nor did I think that I was going to immediately get rich. But the profit margins are so small and tight right now, and especially if you're starting a new business, there are so many initial expenses that you're not going to make any money. And so my advice for anybody that's watching this right now, that's June 21st, 2022, if you can, not even if you can, sign on with somebody else. Start working with somebody who is established, because you will make guaranteed money and your expenses will be much lower when you sign on with somebody else who is established and already has this system in place. I'm letting you know right now that I would have done that had I heard or knew what I was about to get into. So please do not go fall on your face and make, it's not a mistake, but make the decision that I made and other drivers are making right now as starting their own authority. And there may be people that it's working for, but I'm going to give you the reason why it's not working for me. So there are two parts of that. There's reasons why it's not working for me, and there's reasons why it wouldn't work, period. The reasons why it wouldn't work, period, is it is expensive to drive right now. Insurance, expensive. Fuel, expensive. Just the day-to-day, when you're out on the road, it is expensive to be on the road. Not saying that you can't make money. Example, the last 2 weeks I was out, I grossed close to $9,000. I only netted maybe $3,000. I think it was like sitting at $3,100. That's not exactly, and I guess if you are staying consistently on the road, that's fine. But for me, I have to come home. I have work to do. I have other things to do, other requirements. And so for me, that's not enough for me to go out on the road for 2 weeks, miss what else I need to be doing, and then come home, because the whole point of me going out on the road is to make the money to pay my bills, make a little profit, handle what I got to do at home, and then go back out. So let me skip the rest on that side and tell you what I'm doing moving forward. So one, I want to lead with, I am not quitting Hotshot. This is going to be something that I continue to build, and that I bring other people in, and that I create a legit business with multiple drivers, setups, etc. At the moment, though, I have to put a pause on me being on the road. Reason being, and I've told y'all this in the past, I'm in politics. I am the nominee in a state house race here in the state of Texas. That election is in November. I made the decision to start this business with the thought that I would be able to balance the two, spend some time on the road and be home. And what I've realized and what I've learned is that the amount of time I need to be on the road to make a profit and to make this business profitable for me is more than what I can put on the road right now. In all reality, I can spend about 2 weeks on the road at a time in a month, and as the election gets closer, it would be less. And so for me to even hook up my trailer and start driving somewhere to go pick up a load and take it somewhere, I need to be spending that time here in my community, where my other passion is, which is my community and being involved in our political process. And so for me, it's been a tough couple of days coming to the realization that, okay, I need to put a pause on this. Again, I'm not stopping. I just have to park the truck for a little bit, in all reality. And so I hope that's not super disappointing to a lot of you all. It's more disappointing for me, and I promise that. And so the unfortunate thing is there's just not enough reliable people out here who want to take this seriously. I've had so many people talk to me about wanting to drive with no initial investment, no equipment, they've had the opportunities to go get things done, such as their physical, etc., and just dragging their feet. And so this is, as an owner operator, but also as those who are considering being owner operators, know that this is your investment. You can have friends that want to drive, but if they're not invested in it at all, they're not going to put in as much as you. The decisions I'm making are decisions that are going to affect me financially, that are going to affect my name, likeness, company name, etc. And so don't ever forget that and allow just anybody into your business. Unfortunately, I can't find anybody out in this area that wants to take my setup out on the road and be OTR a long time. They want to go out and come home the next day, or they want to go out for 2 days and come home. There's no money in that, y'all. I mean, I can show you right now, if I pull up Truck Stop and I look at loads, let's look at loads. I didn't plan to do this, but let's see. Let's find a couple loads that are, that would be a day trip for you. This one's not a terrible load right here, but Houston to San Angelo. I don't know if you can see it. This probably isn't the best way to do it. But anyway, this load is $850, but this needs a 40-foot hotshot. I don't have a 40-foot hotshot. So $850 from Houston to San Angelo, that's 400 miles. That's a day trip, but it would take me 3 hours to get to Houston. It would take me 6 hours to get to San Angelo, and I probably wouldn't be able to come home that night. So those loads are very few and far between. Another load, Marion to Weatherford, Texas, right here, $350 for 4,000 pounds and 16. It's 16 feet long, and that's 287 miles. But Marion is 148 miles from me. So if what you're getting from what I'm saying is that it just does not make sense for me to drive right now. The amount that it is costing me in fuel, with the profit margin is just too small. And we've been taking good loads. We have not been taking cheap freight. What you'll see, and I think I got enough of it for the video that's coming up. We started partialing and finding partial loads on the way, so to add a little bit of money to our pockets, and that was cool. But it's just it's not going to make sense for me right now. And so that's the bad news. The bad news is that, guys, we're not going to get as much content here. I'm going to figure out how to keep feeding y'all hotshot content in some way, because I want to continue to build this community. Because once November 8th is over, whether I win or lose, we're getting right back into it. Just in all reality, for me, my passion is my community, is politics, and creating that change. And so for me, I have to back off a little bit. This will give me an opportunity to build my business credit. I won't have any more issues with my authority when I get back on the road, in terms of the 30, 60, 90 day holds that a lot of these brokers have, which again is crazy. But that's the bad news, y'all. you know, my video that I put out tomorrow will be my last OTR video for a while. I may try and get a couple day trips in. I may also sell my trailer for these next 4 months and get a new one in November, December. So I just wanted to update you guys. Again, I've left you out the loop for too long now. It is extremely frustrating for me. This is not what I wanted to do, but you know, you're gonna have to make decisions as a business owner, and this will be the best decision for me on the back end to have that longevity of my business. If I try and stay on the road right now, I'll go bankrupt in the first couple months. It's already, even last month, again, that one broker that still hasn't paid me out has hurt me a lot. That's not the reason why we're here, but it's part of the reason of, you know, why I've got to make this type of decision. And so when I told y'all to buy y'all trailer cash, if you run into a situation like I'm running in, I can sell my trailer for cash, profit off of that, and still be in a good position to then come back around and finance a trailer when I'm really, really, really ready. I fully believed and thought that I'd be ready. I could still be on the road if I wanted to, but I would be wasting my time and my community's time in this election. I have a whole team that's running my race as well. There are people that are invested in this, that believe in this, and again, that's where my passion is. So I'm not gonna make this a political conversation again, but I just wanted to give y'all that information, man. Send me any ideas on this video. Send me any ideas that you guys may want me to talk about. I can still talk about these experiences. I can help you guys get set up and ready. But if you take anything from this, one, this is your investment. Don't let anybody else have control whether your investment makes it or doesn't. You, at the end of the day, have to be the person that takes all of the fall. And so do not just hire somebody because they're your friend. Go through the proper channels to hire them legit, and then make sure they understand your expectations, and make sure those people are held liable for everything, just as you would be held liable for. Don't take cheap freight, right? It's gonna be a tough time. These next couple months, who knows, maybe the next year, it's gonna be tough. You know, that's a whole nother economy conversation that we can have. I'm not going to get political. Every truck driver wants to get political and doesn't understand civics. So I'm not going to tell y'all whose fault it is, where the blame is. That's our reality right now. So, you know, there's that part. Right now, if you are considering or ready to start driving, sign on with somebody. There's so many experiences that you can learn signing on with somebody. There is less financial liability for you signing on with somebody. And there's guaranteed money with you signing on to somebody. The benefits outweigh the negatives in that. And then create your own business in time. But right now, I'm telling you, the best thing to do is sign on with somebody to financially protect yourself. And so I'm not going to take this video any longer. It was a lot of ranting. I didn't have any notes written down, so I don't know if I covered everything I wanted to. I'm about to edit this video for y'all real quick and then edit the video from my last OTR. Again, drop comments in the comment section about what else you might want me to talk about over these next couple of months. Don't disappear. I'd ask you that. I'm going to come back. This is not the end of me hotshotting. I'm literally putting a pause on this. Pausing insurance, pausing all my, my expenses until I'm ready to get back on the road full time, which will be in November, more than likely right after the election. I'll be ready to get back on the road, and if we win, it'll be great, and we will have to look at this business a little bit differently in terms of I'll have other responsibilities that I won't be able to be on the road as much. If we lose, I think you guys will really like the content that comes from this, but let's not hope that happens. So again, I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. Like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. Actually, I think my thing goes across here. So like, comment, subscribe, whichever way it goes. Do that. Stay around, y'all. I'm still gonna give y'all some stuff, give y'all some pointers. I appreciate y'all. So peace, love.